All right, man. Y'all asked for it, man. So we're gonna give it to y'all, man. This is our reaction to the coaches being fired in the NFL. They call it Black Monday because that last game on Sunday, that following Monday, people losing their jobs and stuff, man. So yeah, man. I mean, just a list of the coaches who got fired recently, man. And Andy Reid being one of them in Philadelphia. Now, I wasn't surprised with this firing of Andy Reid. It is unfortunate, seeing as how his tragedy with his son in the beginning of the year and stuff like that. And I know some Eagles fans really wanted him to pull through and fight for him with him going through that. But I mean, I honestly, it's a tragedy. But I can actually see how he kind of just his mind wasn't in the game in terms of coaching at all, like. And I think them boys should have fought a little bit harder for that man. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Michael Vick said it best. He was like, man, if everybody in this locker room would have fought for Coach, man, he wouldn't be gone right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I mean, with the whole Andy Reid thing, man, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Seen it coming, of course. I thought it was going to happen a little bit earlier, but I guess they tried to be respectful about it. I mean, honestly, I feel like they still should have waited a year.
They should have.
To do it.
They should.
Because of what has occurred, with his son passing and, all that stuff there. So, you know that affected them, and they just wasn't playing. I don't understand how you don't block for Michael Vick, and then when you put the the backup in, you block for him. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. And they told him 8-8 wasn't gonna do it this year playoff.
Yeah, 8-8 wasn't gonna do it, and you went 4-12. So
8-8 was not gonna do it playoff.
Yeah,
I mean, we seen it coming, man. So
yeah, and they talked about it a lot, man. So yeah. Like I said, I wasn't surprised about that one.
Now, what I am surprised about is I honestly thought Andy Reid was gonna take a year off, but he's he getting asked for a coaching job. So they seeking him, other teams and stuff. So it's looking like he probably gonna be going to the Chiefs right now. Based upon what just happened, I would say about 10-20 minutes ago on not Sports Center, but First Take. But I thought he was gonna take a year off because he needs a break.
I wanted him to go to Cardinals, man, because they got a nice young defense over there, man. He can build off that, man. You know what I'm saying? Chiefs is like, where do you go? I mean, they get the first round draft pick this year, man. But that's nothing to be proud of. I mean, I just be honest with you, man. And also to touch on Andy Reid, man. 14 consecutive years as a head coach. That's the longest ever in NFL history.
On to Chicago.
Man.
Lovie Smith. That right there was surprising.
That was.
Because Lovie Smith, man, he didn't do a bad job.
Nope.
They went 10-6, but it just came down to, that last game or what have you.
To be honest with you, man, they started the season off 7-1.
Yeah.
So that, to me, that's the players not playing to that aspect of greatness, man. Like, they ain't got nothing to do with the coach, man.
Well, not really. If you start off 7-1 and then you decline, that is still kind of questionable. It's kind of putting you in the hot seat a little bit. Even though you had a good record, but you start losing multiple games like that, and then unfortunately, Jay Cutler got injured.
That's too. Concussion.
He did.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's what the coaching is there for, to still motivate and still uplift those players and have them fight every game. So, I mean, I understand it from a certain perspective, because like what Stephen A was saying, he took him to the Super Bowl, but they've only had 3 playoff appearances.
Out of 6 years, right?
In his whole tenure there. That's not going to cut it in Chicago.
Well, I'll tell you this, though, man.
Chicago's a good sports city.
But you know what, man? Chicago Bears needed their leaders to step up. They needed somebody to find some Ray Lewis's somewhere in that organization of players to get it. Not even have no coaches in the room, nobody, just the players. Like, listen, man, we gotta finish strong. We started out 7-1. We have to finish strong, and they need a better offensive line, man, because they had Cutler running all over that place, man.
That's the thing. They ain't got those leaders to. When you ain't got that leader, the leader is the coach.
But you know what it is too? I figured someone like Brian Urlacher or Julius Peppers would be those leaders that would step up.
You would think that.
But you know what? Some people lead.
Players.
Some people good players. Some people are good leaders, but some people are great leaders, and they didn't even have a good leader on this team because they lost their coach's job.
Yeah. So I mean, I was like I said, I was a little upset about that.
I was too, man.
But at the end of the day, it's a cutthroat business.
Yeah, it is, man.
So,
It's business first.
business first.
But whoever get Lovie Smith, man, they.
And then you got Norv Turner in San Diego. I seen that happening. I seen that coming. That's no surprise at all.
San Diego they can just never get over that hump, man. Like
Nope.
they'll start out average and they'll stay average and they'll just get worse.
Yeah. Ain't nothing else need to be said about that.
I mean, sorry, bro.
Pat Schumer in Cleveland. Okay. Okay.
Browns is always from the ground up every year, man.
Never ever.
You know, they just, if you ask me, they got Trent Richardson. They just need they need a franchise quarterback, maybe even a mobile quarterback to kind of match what Richardson brings and have someone. I mean, they need something because Whedon is good. Brandon Whedon, he's good, but I don't think he's that X factor, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like your Wilson or like your RG3 or even like your Andrew Luck, man.
Ken Wisenhunt in Arizona, man. I seen that coming though.
Yeah.
But just when you take your best players out of the offense, what do you expect? The Cardinals should be way better than what they are. I know that they quarterback is scary. He's scared to get hit.
Oh yeah.
Because
he stay getting hurt.
But I mean, their defense, to me, honestly, the Cardinals defense has held them up a lot.
Yeah.
For over the past few years, man. I think going back to like 06. But I seen that coming, man. They was gonna let you go, player. All right, so I already seen that. They was gonna let you go.
Now this next one we had me kind of like, oh, I don't know about that one, man.
I mean, I understand.
Romeo
Cornell. I understand. It's an unfortunate situation because of what occurred with old boy committing suicide in front of the coach and the GM,
the facility and stuff like that. Yeah.
That was just. I don't even want to touch on that. That's just horrible. For them to let Romeo Cornell go, I understand. I knew it was coming because they just had a horrible season.
They did.
They had a horrible season. They were, one of the worst teams in the NFL. And I seen that coming, man. Romeo Cornell, to me, he's always been better as like an assistant.
Yeah.
Or, a coordinator. So, I mean, I seen that coming. Chan Gailey in Buffalo.
Buffalo.
I was a little surprised by them letting him go, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because they can't get over that hump. Just like San Diego, Buffalo. They always live up to the hype, but then they just decline.
I mean, because it's been times where they actually beat New England.
Yeah, solid teams.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I don't know. You're right, dog. They just ain't got that.
It's the consistency, man.
That's what it is, man.
When they can't win the multiple games, man. So, and I mean, for the most part, man, like, one of the main things, like, you want to touch base on, I honestly thought they was going to let Buddy go. Because Buddy need to
Rex Ryan. Wow, you got away with murder.
Yeah, man.
You got away with murder, man. How dare you bring Tim Tebow to the Jets and not even utilize him in any way except for putting him on special teams? Come on, man.
In any form or fashion. You basically wasted a year of that man's life.
Yeah.
A year that he can't get back, and time is precious.
Yeah, man. Like,
time is definitely precious, and you wasted a year of this man's life, his development and everything.
Yep.
Tim Tebow's not a great quarterback or anything like that.
But he wins games.
He wins games. The thing about it, you just gotta throw him out there, man. You never know what can happen. He may suck in practice and all this or whatever. Just put him out there.
Yeah, because you know what? You and the reason why they got Tim Tebow in the first place is because of what them Broncos did to them last year.
Yeah.
When Tim Tebow came back in the fourth quarter and just ran circles around the Jets and embarrassed y'all. So it's why not put him in situations where he can win? Do not put Tim Tebow in the game with an empty backfield. That ain't what you do with Tim Tebow. You got to have, one or two running backs in the back to trying to confuse the defense a little dish off, let him take off, let him throw the ball. Like, come on, man. We're talking about a guy who single-handedly beat the Steelers in the first round of the wild card last year with one play.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Who took the Denver Broncos 8-8 to the playoffs when they were done. Kyle Orton almost threw the season away.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
And I mean, Tebow, Gator, whatever,
Same.
I like Seminoles, but put him out there. Let Tebow play or free Tebow. Hashtag free Tebow.
Yeah, and Sanchez, wow, you are
No, I don't even want to talk about that.
waste of space. Just
But
trade
honestly,
him.
I don't even really think it's that, man. It's the coaching. Because Sanchez is not. He looked horrible this year.
Pretty bad.
He looked horrible this year. But it was some spurts where, they had like little blowout games and the first, 3 weeks or whatever. But it all goes back to coaching.
Yeah.
Because Sanchez, he's not a bad player.
Even though he had the most interceptions this year.
USC or whatever, Trojan. They drafted him early.
Yeah.
And all that. He needs better development. That's what it all boils down to. Now, you getting death threats and all that. It's going to happen. You in New York, man. They want to win.
They don't play around.
You know what I'm saying? They want to win. So, they should have let Rex Ryan go. Period.
Yeah, not the GM.
In the story.
They should have let Rex Ryan go with it. Yeah, both of y'all leave.
I mean, that's just, our thoughts, man, on the coaching Black Monday, they like to call it, the NFL.
Yeah,
all the coaching changes, stuff like that that's going on right now before the playoffs start and everything, man. So, y'all comment, like, subscribe, let us know what y'all think about the coaching changes or whatever, man. It's 2013, man. New side to give it a grade, branching off the different things besides just hip hop and other stuff. So we gonna keep on bringing y'all boys new stuff, new and improved, man.
Yep.
So
Peace.